matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cardinals going up against the Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D and AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
I've been waiting on you, babe.
Already.
I'm trying to think, but I want to hit you.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. He was targeted 9 times for Dez against New York. Just one catch for 10 yards. Also had a fumble.
2 catches against New York in 2 games this year for Dez Bryant. Janoris Jenkins, a pickup for the Giants in the offseason at cornerback, has done a nice job against him. But I will say this, if they go a 3rd time, they better be prepared in New York because Dez Bryant, his pride and ability could be a breakout for him.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's
taken
down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This is Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there. Now Zeke continues to lead the NFL in rushing by a wide margin against the Giants on Sunday night. Racked up his 5th 100-yard outing of the year, but 24 carries to get to 107.
And they don't mind that at all because with 24 carries, that usually means Dallas is controlling the clock and controlling the scoreboard. In this game, what the Giants did was let him have his carries, but they kept him from getting those super explosive plays. His best run of the night, just 15 yards. They made him really work for it.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 3rd and long for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, keep falling for it, huh?
Pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Sit down. What? No. No.
And a big turnover there as his guys.
No.
What you challenging, man? That's interception, man. Come on.
No, that was not an interception.
And tough starting field position here.
He hit the ground.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Cuts back, left sideline.
Come on, Stanley.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 91 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping
hey, he might be
just a few points on the ground there. Instead, they get 90+ and into the end zone.
He might.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a
He gonna blow me out in the first quarter.
even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting him to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest
What's say overall?
that we're going to see in the NFL.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding time. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
Don't get that
Last
good,
drive he
thank
threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's
Don't
going
get that
downfield
good.
again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes
That's
things
insane,
easier
man.
for
You
the
let me get
defense.
this far down the field when you already.
There's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly,
Okay,
a lot of times
okay.
it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
No, he almost had it.
Come on, Jason Whedon, man.
Just missing his second there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Dude.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him
He's
before he ever had a
stupid. I don't know
chance to
why I
think
did
about
this.
turning it upfield.
That's stupid.
3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Why did I
And
do that?
Arizona trotting back onto the field, getting ready to take over on offense. It's interesting for this crew. You know, they badly needed a win in Week 14. Didn't get it, but still, they're not out of playoff contention. There's still a glimmer of hope.
And they played like it on Sunday. I know they lost the game to Miami. We understand they lost in overtime. But they were really essentially getting jumped on in that game. Hung in there, battled their way back, tied the game. So there's a reason they're still mathematically involved in this. They never quit. They don't give up.
Against Miami, Johnson up over 100 yards from scrimmage, and he's done that all 13 games so far this season. That ties Edgerrin James for the longest streak to start a year. Pretty impressive.
Really impressive. I mean, when you look at what he has done, especially on the ground, 80 yards in this game, catches it, of course, 41 yards against Miami, caught the 2-point conversion that tied the game and sent it into overtime. There's simply not much that David Johnson can't do, and if their record warranted it, we'd be talking about him for the MVP. So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different, or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense? I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to run with it.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Special teams gonna come out.
On third down, Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I'm concentrating. I'm in my zone.
In the second quarter, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up.
I just got plenty of time to come back.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Palmer. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham from 10 yards out. And it's good to make it 14-0. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
What? No, man.
Rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Here's Prescott. He sets to fight and got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go. Blues 58. Blues 58.
On second down, Palmer. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It was short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I'm thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So here we go on 4th down. Palmer. And he's got Gresham. Gresham. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Got touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Fells, 48 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Charged the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd and long for Prescott.
Really
And that's caught by Beasley.
Oh, yeah.
30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 76 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man,
solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do
what a
that
challenge come from. I ain't telling them.
Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punches.
I ain't telling
Which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And
I'm going to stop on it.
That's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That's
He
it.
gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Come on, man. Let me pick up
That's
there,
a
dude.
good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1.
The ball lined up in something else.
Here we go. Blues 58. Regular.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Man, I'm really about to quit.
David Johnson with his second
One more
touchdown
mistake.
here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Quit for real.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They think their game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great...
Man. Oh, you quit.